Hey, welcome back to another edition of Ego on Break. I'm your host, Dynamite J. Andrews, joined by the ever distracted Mississippi Madman, Logan Creed. So today we got a lot of things going on, got a lot of news. Biggest news, September 21st, Pro Wrestling Ego, Richland Retribution, going to be at the Richland High School main event, The Nightmare, with Chuck McMullen takes on J.D. Jenkins for the Pride Championship in a kendo stick on a pole match. So looking forward to that. If you've been following the war that these two have had, they just fought at Lost Arts of Wrestling down in McGee, and in a tables match, and a kendo stick was brought out and broken on the back of the Nightmare. So we're gonna put that, not that kendo stick, obviously, it was broken.
No, that's kind of
but we're gonna put that kendo stick on a pole, and the champion of the full-time beast wants a little bit of the Nightmare, so a little more of the Nightmare. I guess he didn't get his money's worth, and this time he'll have the added bonus of having Chuck McMullen in the corner of the Nightmare, who, if you remember, the last time we were in Richland is when Chuck McMullen turned his back on J.D. Jenkins, and yeah, so we're going to get a little Richland retribution. So looking forward to that. Big match, Joe Black makes his way back to Ego. He takes on Corey Constantine, who's making his way back to Ego. These two, it's been at least a year for Joe Black and maybe 2 or 3 years for Corey Constantine.
Yeah, he had bad, knee injuries.
Yeah, he had double knee injuries. So looking forward to that. It's going to be really cool. We're going to have the tag team champions. We're going to have a couple new guys coming in, so it's going to be really cool. And looking forward to that. Also, big news, the Great Southern 8th. This would be the 8th year. Normally we've had this in November. This year we're going to do it in October. So October 19th at the Old Pearl High School gym, we're going to celebrate the history of the Great Southern 8 with a Great Southern 8 Rewind. And we have sent out some invitations to participants who either won the tournament, participated in the tournament, or was supposed to participate. Got injured, or had been booked, had already been booked, that we had reached out to in the past. So you will see a few new faces. You're going to see a lot of old faces, and we're definitely looking forward to that. So stay tuned for all the guys to be announced. I will say one guy that will be announced, I'll go ahead and throw him out there now. Josie Quinn, last year's winner, makes his way back to Mississippi, and he is vying to be a 2-time back-to-back winner of the Great Southern 8. So a lot of these guys, if they are winners, they will have the opportunity to be double winners, which is not something that we've done in the past. But we want to celebrate the history of the Great Southern 8 with the GS8 Rewind. So looking forward to that. So that's October 19th, Pearl, Mississippi. So guess I got my commercials out. So you want to talk some wrestling?
Sure.
All right. Watching the wrestling? Watching MLW? I did.
MLW and 2 or 3 episodes of Ring of Honor.
Okay, cool. I watched MLW, and then I went and watched a couple highlight videos of Impact. I was not able to watch Impact this week, but from the highlights I saw, it looked like an amazing episode. So I'm still trying to find that time in my busy schedule. I do have 3 jobs and a family, so it's hard to find time. But the highlights have looked really good. So if you're able to watch Impact, that's phenomenal. It looks really good. Tommy Dreamer and Michael Elgin. No. Rhino and Michael Elgin had a wild brawl. Sami Callihan and Tommy Dreamer had a brawl. It had a really cool finish, which saw Tessa Blanchard come out and save Tommy Dreamer, which is pretty awesome, because Tessa and Sammy are still feuding, which I really dig that. We got to see Jessica Havoc. She beat Alicia Edwards, and then Ace Austin came out to help Alicia Edwards, which brought out Eddie Edwards. He chased Ace Austin around. Ace went through the legs of Havoc. When Eddie got in the ring, had a little stare off, he went to charge past her. She choke slammed him, and one-handed choke slam at that.
He's not that big a guy.
No, yeah. But yeah, still really cool. And Ace Austin got to help Alicia Edwards, Eddie's wife, to the back. I think the coolest thing about Jessica Havoc being on Impact is maybe we'll get to see her son debut. The son of Havoc.
Yeah, we got. I think he belongs to a Lucha Underground.
Well, he may, but you know that company may not be around. So I always thought that was funny, son of
That's kind
Havoc
of
and Jessica Havoc. So
kind of, you know.
I thought they should have like brung her in as his mom.
Well,
or
there's
something.
another Havoc.
I'm sure. I'm sure it's a bunch of Havocs.
The one from Europe that has the funny haircut.
Oh yeah. I forgot his name. He was on MLW this week. Jimmy Havoc.
I'm
Yeah.
looking dead at his name.
So I guess
just if you
I
could
guess
get
Matt
it.
Cross is Jimmy Havoc and Jessica Havoc. So
They're all
son.
family, at least cousins probably. But
Well, they got to be husband and wife and then son. I mean, it's in their name, Sons of Havoc.
they
So
could just be cousins.
I mean, they could be and have a son together. I mean, kissing
weird.
cousins. So yeah,
It's the South.
yeah, south of England. So yeah, so MOW, very cool episode. I definitely bring it up about thumbs up, I guess.
I like the whole thing.
I did too.
Problems
I thought it was good. Other than seeing Zenshi break his neck again for the 19th
that
time.
dude, man.
If you don't know Zenshi, there's a viral video going around of a guy doing like a double or triple moonsault and he lands on his head. Well, that's Zenshi. So
Well, no, I think there's a documentary, if I'm not mistaken, it's called "I Broke My Neck and Kicked Out."
okay,
So yeah,
yep. So pretty cool. But that was the first match, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. It started off hot.
Yeah. So we got that for the first match. It was Zenshi versus Ohiho Day.
Just
Day LA
Parker
Park.
Jr.
Yeah. It was LA Park Jr.
And then he whooped his ass with that chair.
Yeah. Yeah. So and then got to do the chair pose. So
Yeah.
all in all, it was very cool.
But I thought it was cool that a new guy went over and
Yeah.
a more name, lost.
Right, because I definitely didn't expect him to win.
No, I didn't either.
Zenshi did beat him,
Yes.
and very cool. So second match was
I'm trying to think. What was it?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Anyway,
And I got the AEW thing pulled up. So.
yeah. So second match was something I don't remember what it was. It was really good. Oh, was it Loki? No, it was Loki promo.
Low key promo, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Um,
And he did hint at being one of the participants
Yeah.
for the cage.
well, and the Contra thing kept
Yeah.
flashing before your eyes.
I really hope it's him.
There was a
really
lot of
do.
promos in this episode.
Mhm.
Some better than others.
And I
As
think that's why I don't remember.
yeah, as we do remember that Tom Lawler and the Von Erichs are not the best at promoing.
No.
So and they showcased that again.
Does Tom's ears distract you when he's talking?
Maybe I
He
don't know.
looks like Dumbo. I know he can't help it. It's cauliflower,
Yeah.
but
And then the main event was MJF versus
see,
Teddy
that I
Hart.
remember. Why can't I remember?
And I don't
second
think it
match?
was a second match. I think it was only 2 matches.
It might have been it. Maybe that's
And
why.
it was a superb match.
No, it was great. That's
I
probably
really
the
enjoyed it.
best MJF match I've seen.
For sure, probably the best Teddy Hart match I've seen too. So
Yeah.
because I mean, it made a lot of it made sense.
Yeah.
We do know the weak part of Teddy Hart is his ribs, not his head.
Yeah,
As he
always.
proved that over and over again. So if you ever meet Teddy Hart, just punch him in the ribs if you got to fight
If you
him.
don't like him,
So,
yeah.
but overall, MOW was, I definitely give it a strong thumbs up.
Oh,
So way better than the
What you
last
think
week.
about Mansour going to jail for
Well,
chainsaw charges?
well, I love MLW and the fact that some stuff kills you, some stuff don't, some stuff's bad, some stuff isn't. You know,
That was at least
chasing people
entertaining.
away with a chainsaw will get you
Criminal
time in
charges.
jail. Setting someone on fire, just every day at the
Nah,
office.
no big deal.
So
You assaulted me with a nail. Don't worry about it.
yeah, I mean, you shanked me,
Yeah.
all part of the game. You chased me with a chainsaw, that's uncalled for.
Okay, he stabs Conan in the ribs with some kind of shank.
Yeah.
He didn't go to jail.
But I do have it on good authority, and good authority is take it or leave it that Mansour was a big fan of Chainsaw Charlie. So
Sweet.
who knows? Now if he's a fan of Bushwhacker Charlie, it's a whole nother story. But
Well, it was funny to me that because they started showing some of their merchandise they're selling, and one of the shirts they were selling was
See 'em with a
Texas
chainsaw?
Chainsaw Mansour.
Yeah,
so
so-
I was like, okay.
yeah, pretty cool. But overall, check out MLW, check out Impact. So far, everything I watched was good. I watched a Rise. I started watching a Rise DVD. I got one match in and stopped. Take that for what it was. But yeah, I did that too. So,
Okay.
and then you said you watched Ring of Honor.
And the main reason I was watching it was for Villains Club. Man, they are having some great
Yeah.
matches, like as a team. I'm sorry, I still think Brody King is probably one of the best independent
Brody's
wrestlers
phenomenal.
out there right
Yeah.
now. PCO is a crazy old psycho guy. It's
Yeah, he
freaking
proved
amazing.
it. Yeah, by
I mean,
doing a diving headbutt to the floor.
Yeah, that didn't work. 17 stitches later.
And a missing eyelid.
Yeah, so, I mean, I like PCO. I watched this documentary about him coming back. And it's kind of like proof that you're only done if you want to be done.
Right, right.
And, I mean, hey, you talking about a guy basically has vision in only one eye, and maybe now 0. But I mean, go watch like the last 3 weeks of Ring of Honor. You'll see it. I mean, right now, Flip Gordon's elbow's messed up, like legit, because he's coming out with this huge pad on. So he's not working, and if he does, he gets in the ring just a minute. And, I mean, he's not taking anything, and I get it. They're protecting him like you got to. People injured, and but I mean, truly.
So last 3 weeks.
Last
Ring of
3
Honor?
weeks, yeah, definitely go watch.
Thumbs up.
Yeah,
cool.
Now the only thing I will say I don't like that Ring of Honor's doing, and I get why they're doing it. Some of these matches on there will be like highlights, and it's only if you are a member of Honor Club.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still giving you good stuff, but I'm like,
Well, I think it's just TV time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
that's a lot of it. And if you're gonna have to do it, like, well, if we got to chop it up, let's chop it up for a reason and tell you to go buy Honor Club.
Let's give you a glimmer of what you can see if you go to Honor Club.
Right. So,
and it really looks like Honor Club's worth it because it's not very much.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's probably $9.99 a month or something.
I think it is, to be honest with you, but I'm not positive.
But yeah, and then big news this week is AEW All Out.
All Out.
And we're going to make some predictions and kind of update you on what we know the card is, or at least what the internet is telling us it is, and make some predictions. So go ahead and throw out what you see.
Okay, well, the first match will be Private Party versus Angelica and Jack Evans in the buy show, in the pre-show.
I'm pulling for Private Party.
See, I actually think Angelica and Jack Evans myself.
Cool.
And next is the Women's Casino Battle Royal. Winner receives an inaugural women's title.
Okay.
Confirmed entrants so far are Britt Baker, Jazz, Sadie Gibbs, Teal Piper, Big Swole, Ariel Monroe, Brandy Rhodes, Nyla Rose, Allie, Yuka Sasaki, and Iv. Oh, holy crap! Ivelisse. There you go.
Yeah, from Lucha Underground.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you. I thought it was Ivelisse.
Ivelisse, whatever.
Okay. Well, my bad. She spelled
I'm
different
country.
here. So am I, but damn. But anyway, I'm going to pick Awesome Kong, even though she isn't advertised, but I'm pretty damn sure she's going to be in it.
All right, I'm going to go with Britt Baker.
Britt Baker?
Yep.
I could see that too.
Britt Baker or Ivelisse.
Now, do you think this got to be better than the one they had last time? Because they're doing it in sets, and I still don't like that. I think it's a bad idea.
Yeah. I don't like it, but I think it's a cool idea.
It's a cool idea, but
it just needs tweaking.
Like I could see this if like you were doing the cage,
or
and you
even
had a team coming out, and you're like Team A's, Team Club, Team Diamond.
I mean, I
Team
would
Heart.
like it even if it was like, remember like Survivor Series where they would promote that we're this team.
Yeah,
like,
that's
you
what
know,
I'm saying. But
like put all these
team.
five right. But
This is for a title,
yeah,
a one-person title,
I
so that screws it up to me.
Yeah, I don't. It's like we're trying to cut down on time of entrances, and I get that.
And they were doing it because it was in Vegas. This time's in Chicago.
Yeah, but they do it because you're trying to cut time.
I get it. I get it, but I'd rather you just start with everybody in the damn ring.
Yeah,
than
that's
do it
what I
this
was
way.
gonna say. Just do it battle royal style. So, but either way, it is what it is. You know, if they can get it over, then great. Maybe they learned from the last one and they're gonna do it a little better. I don't know. You know, like maybe they'll do a video like hyping who's in each round. You know what I mean? Like round. You know, the diamonds are these people and the hearts are these people, and that way you're not going, okay, who's coming out now? Like, you kind of have an idea of who's coming out. So,
well, in the first singles women's wrestling match is Rio versus Hikaru Shida.
yeah, I'm going for Rio.
Yeah, I like Rio myself.
Yeah.
Next match is Joey Janela versus Jimmy Havoc versus Darby Allin.
I'm going for Darby Allin.
Yeah, I actually got to pick myself because I'm not a huge Jimmy Havoc fan, but I do like him. He's actually a good wrestler. Have you ever watched a match where he just wrestled? He can.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
But he just doesn't.
Right.
But the match I saw and he's just wrestling, I'm like, this son of a gun is actually really good.
And I'm going to throw this out there. Like, I'm pretty sure at some point Jimmy Havoc is going to duct tape Darby Allin's hands behind his back, and Darby's going to do a no-handed dive. So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay.
You haven't seen that?
I've seen that,
Yeah.
but I'm like, why?
Why not?
I don't know.
You got to get that gift, man.
Not die?
Gift. You got to get the gift.
It's-
Trying to go viral.
I'm trying to not die.
All right, what next?
Best Friends versus the Dark Order.
All right, who you picking? I think it's pretty obvious.
I mean, I think Dark Order's going to go
Yeah,
over, but
that's who
I
I
like
think.
Best Friends. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm Dark Order. Yep, that's who I say. as well.
Yeah, I'll say Dark Order because I just feel like they're going to keep them dominant for a while.
Right.
Even though the one guy's really blowed up to the match. But anyway.
That's when he talks.
And then you got Cody versus Shawn Spears.
Who you think?
I'm going to stick with Shawn.
I'm going for Cody.
'Cause I don't see this
I see a
ending.
crossroads in the
I
future.
don't see this ending in one
I see
match.
Tully Blanchard turning on him.
No, I don't. Now, here's my question, because she isn't advertised, but do you think Brandy being in a battle royal, she'll be out there with him? But
It depends on
Well, here's the thing.
her action. You know,
If you watched any of the AEW stuff build up, they said somebody will be out there, but they haven't said who.
you know who I think it is?
Glacier.
No. I think it's going to be Tessa Blanchard. You got a Blanchard in your corner, I'm going to have a Blanchard in mine.
Yeah, but then he just gets his ass whooped by all three of them, probably.
That's the swerve.
Yeah, probably.
And then we get to see Brandy Rhodes versus Tessa Blanchard, which I'm sure everybody's wanting to see.
No. If it involves Brandy, I'm sorry, she's not a good wrestler yet. She's working on it, and
Yeah.
she's getting there, but I'm not in a hurry to see any of her matches. Okay, the next match will be Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks in a ladder match. But here's something you may not know. Over the weekend, like legit, they thought this match was going to get canceled because Phoenix jacked his leg up really bad. They legit thought his leg was broke.
Oh, shoot.
So I'm going for Young Bucks for this one because he may not be able to climb a damn ladder.
And I will go for Lucha Brothers, just because.
But we'll see how that match goes because they legit thought this guy's leg was broke. Like, no kidding. And as I was telling you a while ago, Moxley is now pulled out. He has an infection in his arm, a bad one. He's actually having to have surgery on it.
Yeah.
And Kenny Omega cuts a hell of a heel promo on him saying, "Who are you to diss the crowd? Why don't you show up? It's just an infection. You can get over it." Basically calling him a big baby and all this other stuff. So, yeah.
So who is replacing him?
Pac.
So it was supposed to be
Kenny Omega and Moxley. Because he jumped him from the...
I see Pac winning.
Yeah,
I see Moxley getting involved in the finish.
I think he'll be there. I really do think he'll be there. I
Like
figure
he'll probably be like bandaged up.
Yeah, I
and,
figured he'll have a pad like Flip does.
like
right
come
now.
out and throw some powder in
Yeah,
Omega's
something,
eyes.
just- I don't see him not, even if he just comes out as a distraction.
Yeah,
I see
that's what I'm
him
saying,
being
like,
there.
yeah.
And then Jericho versus Adam Page for the very first ever AEW World Championship.
I want to say Adam Page, but I have a feeling it's going to be Jericho.
I say Jericho is smart money.
I mean, you're
Jericho.
going into TV, you need name value.
You got to.
So I'm
And
definitely
the face
saying
always
Jericho.
looks better chasing the belt.
But I
than
am
the-
pulling for Page because he's a Southern boy. So
I like Page, but I like Jericho too.
I don't think there's a wrong answer, but I think just knowing that you're going into television, you're going to go in with a name. you know?
That's my.
But now, in theory, like, I don't know if Jericho needs that title going into television. I think it go either way. Like,
But-
really do.
to me, it's beating a legend like Jericho for the belt.
Yeah.
For the money, and
Yeah.
just becoming the first ever champion.
Right. So, yeah, I dig it. I'm going Jericho.
I've always been a Jericho-holic since WCW, and he was pulling down a fat guy's tights. He wasn't a tights, but he was security.
Yeah, Ralphus.
And no. Like, I was at the show. It was like the first ever wrestling show I went to, WCW here in Mississippi. And I was on the side where they come out. And this big fat security guard standing next to me. And Jericho, you remember back in the day, he'd be a coward and he was a bad guy. And he'd come back and hide behind you. Well, he kept doing that to that damn security guard. And every time he'd come, he'd pants him just a little. And by the time he got there, this dude's old shit, he looked like he was sagging. So, that's like my legit first real memory of Jericho was him pantsing this damn security guy at the Mississippi Coliseum. And he never got him all the way down.
Yeah.
But he was just screwing with him a little bit each time. And I'm like, wow.
That's pretty funny.
Yes, it was.
So yeah, All Out's going to be good. Impact and MLW and Ring of Honor was really good this past week. Looking forward to the Kendo Stick on a Pole match September 21st in Richland, Mississippi, between the Full-Time Beast and the Nightmare. So overall it's been a good week.
So wait a minute, does that mean that match is no rules?
No, it means Kendo Stick is legal.
Okay, once the Kendo Stick's down,
No, Kendo Stick only.
Okay, only.
Yep.
So
We
there's
are
still
going
countouts and all that?
Yep, we are going to announce that the only thing that's going to be different is the Kendo Stick will be legal. Not chairs, not chains, not axes. Just the Kendo Stick will be legal.
I'm repping that match. I'm getting the hell out of the way. So I know how they swing them damn sticks. I've been on the other end of that shit.
Seeing how he broke the last one, yeah, I could see why you would run. So what you're saying is once the stick comes down, you're leaving.
Dude, they were throwing candy and pans of hot dogs and everything in the Pearl show.
So
I'm just standing back and like, you know what? Y'all do what you want to do.
it's whatever.
Get in the ring, I'll count 3. How about that?
So it's going to be a fun time in Richland, so make plans to come out to that. And until next time, guys, watch wrestling.
Yeah.
Later.